So welcome to the next day of Christmas for the 12 Days of Christmas 2021. This is day 7 and today's show is Once Upon a Time. And yeah, I thought I would finally answer quite a few requests over the years that I've reacted to Once Upon a Time and react to some bloopers this year. Um, I feel like I peaked in terms of Once Upon a Time like crafting that I could have done when I made the Dark One dagger last year. Um, so yeah, I thought it's about blimmin' time I actually watched some gag reels because I love gag reels and I'm amazed that I haven't really done this sooner. Um, but sometimes I do like to save reacting to gag reels and stuff for special occasions, and this certainly is that. So I'm very excited to check some of these bloopers and gag reels out. For obvious reasons, I'm not gonna do gag reels and stuff for seasons that I haven't seen or fully seen yet. So this is only going to be up to seasons 1 to 4. I have got a compilation that I'm going to be watching, and I will obviously link it in the description below the original video. But I believe it does split up into seasons. So once it gets to season 5, I will stop it because I haven't finished season 5 yet. So just in case of spoilers, I won't include that either. And then at some other point, I'm sure I'll react to the season 5 to 7 bloopers. Maybe when I finish the show, that'd be a nice kind of epilogue to it. But yeah, I'm very excited to see what shenanigans they've gotten up to while making Once Upon a Time for its first few years. Yeah, it always kind of gives me the sense of, I wish I was part of this show. I wish I was, having good times like these making stuff. And with all the props and the green screens and stuff that they have to use to bring Once Upon a Time to life, I imagine there's quite a few hiccups and shenanigans, and there seems to be a lot of potential for things to go wrong and for people to be silly with it. So I am intrigued to see exactly what they have in store with this kind of selection of bloopers. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Looking, listening, excited, action. Look how small he is. Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, 50 Shades. Oh, Jesus.
You don't belong. Ollie, that's really high. Is it supposed to be?
I think it's more than fair.
Oh, yes, it is, yes. Apart from the fact that it's upside down, it's fine.
I hadn't noticed that.
See, she's a big fat liar.
God, they're all so young. Man, he had to fall over a lot, didn't he?
Can we say that? Can we say it one more time? It's just strip dog wrestling.
Okay, that was strange.
Let's do that again a little more gracefully. Can I have another apple, please?
Sheriff, Sydney Glass, and Emma Stone.
Understand.
And
Plot
Emma
twist.
Stone. Did I say Stone?
I mean, that's fair.
Pretty sure he pooped in my hand. I read.
And on that note,
But I have. What's her name?
Never work with kids.
Be able to answer to her anymore. If I had a card, I'd give you one.
Hey, where'd you get that?
Oh yeah, Sebastian Stan was in this too.
Don't eat that.
Something bad up.
hang on, I got it. Thank you. Is that all of it? Blooper reel.
Oh, Tamara and Greg. Yes, you were there.
They want to put me on display.
I've seen this one.
Panda.
Iconic. They need to use Mulan so much more.
Torches.
I ended up at a dwarf tavern.
Sorry.
Some minds would be like that.
Here.
I'm sorry.
Oh God! Sorry. I'm sorry.
The shocking truth. I love it when people who play enemies are like really good friends in real life.
Can if you let me.
Sorry.
God.
Punched me right in the nuts.
Right in the nuts.
She wouldn't. So. Oh God.
Oh.
Did you know? Did you know the whole time where I was? Who I was from? Who I was from? Who I was from? God!
Oh, hey, yo.
Oops.
It's not very cool. We want to put the brake on. We'll all be in the future. Oh.
Well, in the future.
Okay.
I broke the shackles.
Mm.
I'm free!
Anybody see my dignity? I could use that.
Yeah, I'm looking for mine too.
Once upon a time. How ridiculous.
I told you I'd do something bad.
Claim to be that he's not.
I don't know what to do.
Same.
Sorry. Okay, it's good, right?
God, I was so worried the whole time. I'm sorry.
I like how they're all just idiots. Makes me love them even more.
It was very large. Pterodactyl wings. Oh my God, I'm gonna barf.
I'm keeping that plane in the air with my mind. You're welcome.
Sounds reasonable to me.
I want to go on the night out on the town with Lana.
You can just take this camera and just.
Okay, here we go.
Bloop, bloop, bloop. This is naughty. So,
Think I'm the job.
the difference
you never held yourself up as some moral, virtuous being.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh yeah, Will Scarlet was in this show, wasn't he?
I agree.
Really? Tell me, my majesty.
No, that's all right.
Sorry. That was a real mosquito.
Did you put on my spread?
Look, I didn't know you were enjoying it.
You're enjoying it.
Did you find her? I'm sorry. Stop it, Josh. Keep us here all night. It's a negative. Stop laughing.
What? That was really good, man.
That's the one. That's the one. That's the one.
Did you find her?
No, we looked everywhere, which I don't do loose ends. I dropped the phone.
I dropped the phone.
I'll fix your door. I threw dirt in my face.
I'm not in the mood for rope. Sorry.
What happened?
What happened? Whoa!
Oh, that's the problem with all those dresses. Oh,
Nailed it.
that is something I would do.
Do that without spitting.
What is the line?
Why did Rumpelstiltskin?
Completely forgot what I was going to say. I can't remember the word.
60 SL. I'm reading it and I'm reading it wrong.
I literally forgot what my line was. 100%.
Charlie, back in Emily Rockabars in Dubai.
It's not English. I'm so sorry. I've really lost it.
Damn.
Nobody remembers that happened. Let's just go.
Just get out. Out. Get out.
Take a cab. Take an Uber.
This is crazy.
Some intense co-acting going on there.
She didn't drive, did she? Sorry.
Stranger things have happened.
One more time.
Oh my god, the strings on it.
Classically trained actor.
They're
You didn't fail.
gonna come up there. She's gonna put it down on the thing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm telling you, it's the only choice we had to make sure you were good.
He seems to like doing voices.
You're a little high and a little low. We need a bit more together, yeah? High, low, Joe.
Come at me.
No, you said she'd see it. Say no, she didn't. Save me, David.
You gotta watch where you're walking here.
Sometimes the horns don't do what you want them to do. Let me just do that again.
No, back. Boom. Bam. That was crap.
Stop it, 1, 2, 3.
What is that?
Okay, go. The helicopter's here. It's waiting.
We so dreamy.
So much dancing. Follow the yellow brick road. Oopsie. Oh. Oh, no, just in case. Okay, we're good. Okay, I really enjoyed those. It's always so wholesome, I think, seeing what a great time these people have on the shows. And I'm sure it's, incredibly stressful at times, and they all must work incredibly hard and long hours, and God knows how much, it takes to kind of get certain scenes set up. Like you saw, like the box, and they had the strings on it that they had to kind of maneuver properly, and they have the big green screens you don't want to get accidentally knocked into, because then that ruins the whole thing. You know, 50 Shades not putting the handbrake on his car. I shouldn't call him 50 Shades, really. Jamie Dornan. I call the character 50 Shades, lovingly, of course. Rest in peace, Graham. But yeah, I just like seeing all those little antics going on, and just to see how well they all get on. And they're just so open for a laugh. You kind of get a sense of like some running gags in there as well, because they do tend to show blooper reels at like rap parties for the season. So they would be tailored specifically to the cast and crew. So they tend to feature, I think, like running jokes that a lot of people's aware of. And maybe one of those is, you know, Sean, who plays Robin, maybe not always knowing his lines. Maybe he's known for being quite forgetful, because a whole mini compilation of that. Josh doing some of his voices. He sounded like Caitlyn Jenner in one of those, which was quite something. And all those little kind of behind the scenes things. So I do like, in a way, it can be an insight into like the production that on the surface you don't necessarily read into. That's what I also enjoy getting out of blooper reels. But yeah, some really great ones in there. I think you could just have a drink with that cast and just, you know, have an absolute riot. They all seem very silly, and, you know, I like it when they break, and, you know, in a few instances their proper accents come out. So that's always fun, you know, Robert and Colin being some key examples of that. But yeah, I love that you kind of saw the evolution of the characters through those bloopers as well, because I'm kind of like, oh my god, yeah, everyone's hair was so short back then, and they were all so young, and Jared was like, he wouldn't even appear on camera how tall he was in season 1 versus that, like, near the end there with that blooper of him nearly running before they said action and stuff, like how much older he is there. But yeah, it's just like little reminders like that, like Tamara and Greg, I completely forgotten them, but seeing them pop up, I was like, oh yeah. And yeah, you know, we had 50 Shades and all that jazz, some little throwaway moments. I'm just like, oh my god, yeah, I remember those. And, you know, it's kind of nostalgic in a way, because I've been reacting to Once Upon a Time for like 3 years now, probably over 3 years at this point. I am hoping to finish it next year, I will say that. You know, we'll certainly get through season 6. I know it's taken me the whole year to get through season 5 and we're still not done, but I'm sure you're all aware it's quite the time we're having on Earth at the moment, with pandemics and COVID and family issues and moving away and unpacking and all that jazz. Life happens. It has a way of disrupting you. So it has been slow going, but, you know, that's kind of been the case for all the shows I've done this year, really. But hopefully we can knuckle down and things will improve next year. And I would like next year to be the year we finish Once Upon a Time. And a big motivator for that is knowing that I can watch all the bloopers, the rest of that video, once I'm done, because I do really love seeing what they get up to making the show, and how they're all just a big group of idiots, a big group of kids in adult bodies by the looks of it. I mean, Jared being the exception, because he is a kid in a kid's body, at least at that point. So yeah, I really love just seeing how they kind of interact. And, you know, for a lot of those, they must have had such a long day at that point, and, you know, they're probably absolutely knackered. You know, being on sets is a long, draining process, and I know you spend a lot of it, you know, in my experience, you spend a lot of it just sat around doing nothing, just waiting to go on set, you know. I spent a good 13, 14 hours just waiting to go on set, you know, one day. So the fact that they probably go through all of that stuff, and then they still have silly moments like that are captured on camera, you know, the fact that they have all that fun at all, just shows their passion for the show, I think, and how hardworking that lot is. So it's great to get a glimpse into that, and just see how they fully embrace, I think, what Once Upon a Time's about. You know, there's a moment there where the actress who plays Belle, what is her name? feel like it begins with E. Is that right? Is it Emily or something? Um, she was like, she says a line that's obviously a very Once Upon a Time line, just saying this random thing, like something about a dwarf, and she just bursts out laughing because it's bonkers. And you read those lines and you're like, oh my god, how can people deliver those seriously? But they really commit to it, they really do it. And I think you get a sense of that in those blooper reels as well. They just go with the silliness and the over the topness of it, because what else are you going to do? You know, that's what helps really sell it. So it's a very unusual show, I think, in regards to that. But I'm glad that it seems, at least for the first 4 seasons, they have a really fun time making it. And I can't wait to finish it off and see how the story continues to unfold with the show rounding off, and then I can see what fun they had with the last couple of seasons as well. But yeah, overall, that was a really great set of bloopers. I can't wait to watch the rest at some point, hopefully next year. And yeah, just a big thank you to everyone who's continued to watch my Once Upon a Time reactions. If you've been here since the beginning, if you only discovered me this year when I've been going through season 5, thank you for all your support, and obviously the patrons on Patreon who support the full reactions as well. Yeah, I am excited to continue and maybe finish the journey next year. It's going to be emotional because Once Upon a Time currently is the longest running show on my channel. I've never covered a show that has long really on it continuously like this, because you know, Walking Dead is technically the longest, but that has like mid-seasons breaks and stuff. But because I'm catching up on Once Upon a Time, I've never had like a break mid-season. I've just done it whenever I can, so it is the longest running show on my channel. So it'd be weird when the time comes to be like, well, that's that journey done. But regardless, I'm really excited to reach that point and see how the story wraps up. But that's still, you know, a considerable way off just yet. But I have fun reacting to it, and I think those guys have just as much, if not more, fun making it. And I think that really does show a lot of the time in the passion that they have for the show and the passion that goes into making it. So yeah, really good stuff. I very much enjoyed that. Love me a good gag reel. And yeah, the journey continues into 2022 Once Upon a Time. But thank you to everyone who watches them and enjoys them. It does mean a lot that you've stuck around for so long. So yes, that's going to be everything for now. And if, you know, the next couple of days of Christmas appeal to you, I'll see you then. If not, I will see you for the next Once Upon a Time reaction, whenever that may be. But yeah, until then, thanks for watching.